Okay, that connects with this next question I'm about to ask you. Now, most adults think people under 21 are a liability. This is very unfortunate because I disagree with this.
So do
And for example, using myself, I'm working here at Greater Media for the past 9 months has really definitely changed the way I see life. Because not only that, but I'm now pursuing a career that I love. I'm exposed to it completely. Now,
Good at it.
thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, what funding or initiatives are able for you to do so you can open up more opportunities, such as mine, for teens like me to work in local businesses?
Well, I can tell you some things we have done. We put a couple $1 million out last year for summer jobs for so-called at-risk youth. I'm not sure that's the right term, but for young people who are looking for employment. That matched some money that was put up by private employers and also by the city here in Boston and by other cities. Remember, I'm governor of the whole state, so there are similar issues in Springfield and Lawrence and Fall River, New Bedford, and so on that we're dealing with. I will say that many young people have said that it's not just summer jobs, it's jobs during school, that during the school year, that they're looking for as a way both to earn a little extra money, but to have something constructive to do after school ends. You know, one thing I would say, two things I would say. First of all, I know what we have done is not as much as needs to be done, and trying to scale that up in a time when there is not very much money to spread around is a big challenge of mine, but I intend to meet it. The second thing I would say is that I can't do this by myself. I can't do it, and the state can't do it on the state's own. It has to be done in partnership with local government and with people in local communities. Maybe I'll make a third point. You know, for a lot of young people who want those jobs that are not available, I would say, you know, consider volunteering even if there's not a salary, because the exposure to what life has to offer, some new skills, some new insights, some new relationships, different ways of thinking about and experiencing the world is enormously important, and those are life lessons. You know, you may or may not end up being the anchor for, you know, the biggest hip-hop and reggaeton show on the radio in the country. I hope you do if that's what you want. But it's entirely possible you might at some point say, you know what, I'd rather be governor. But there will be insights that you learned here that will still matter when you decide to run for governor. Right. So my point is that I think what I want to encourage young people is to try things, constructive things. Try things, even if they're not for pay. But go make yourself available, serve in some way, because not only do you give, but you also get something back.
Okay, that's great. I love to hear that answer right there. But unfortunately, this is all the time we have with you, Governor Deval Patrick. Any last thoughts you would like to say to our listeners?
I would like to say to your listeners that I love you all, and I'm worrying about you all the time, and I want you to worry about yourselves as well, and work with us. Try to make a stronger sense of community all across the Commonwealth.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
And now you listeners already know that Street Cred is on and popping, not only with the local and international artists, but coolest politicians ever. So this next break, we're gonna have local talent fully this whole break. So enjoy it, please. Thank you.